Okay, take 57. Welcome to episode 7 of dND Rules Advice, the episode that is all about how players attack things. Whether you're stabbing with a mighty axe, or swinging with a mighty dagger, or casting an illusory spell, all attack rolls need a 20-sided die to roll for. Thankfully, D&D makes this process very light and easy to do. First, you will need at least 3 20-sided dice, although you will rarely actually need to use more than one. We'll get to that shortly. The first 20-sided die is known as a D20, with the other two known as your Advantage 20 and Disadvantage 20, respectively. Something we'll get to shortly. Having the player attack is quite easy. The player has the character roll the d20, and they add the stat bonus from their attribute modifier for the appropriate ability score. This is usually intelligence, as it represents your experience with that weapon or spell, but can also be strength, wisdom, or speed. There is no way to calculate what the bonus is, but no worries, there is a handy chart on page 38 of the Dungeon Master's Handbook, which means you don't even need to worry about it. Just look at the chart. If you are trained in the weapon or spell you are wielding, then you get a modifier based on your level in the appropriate table of the equipment guide that you can add to the attack. We'll get to that shortly. If you're using a one-handed weapon or spell with 2 hands, you get a bonus of +2 on this attack. If you're using a 2-handed weapon or spell with 2 hands, you also get a +2 bonus on the attack. If something gives you advantage on the attack, you roll the 20 advantage die and divide it by 3, but round it up to at least the nearest 1/2 and add it as a modifier to the attack. However, if something gives you disadvantage on an attack, it's simply the same process as advantage, except you roll your 20 disadvantage die and you subtract that number from the total. We'll get to that in a moment. Take number 62. Once you added up all the numbers, plus any circumstantial bonuses for things like the target being prone, you being invisible, or how many bees are bothering the target, and if the target is unconscious, then you need to see if your number hits. The target needs to roll a defense roll. This happens with the GM rolling a d20 dice, much like a player does. But he, because the GM is a man, adds the monster's armor value to the result of the d20 dice defense roll. If the defense roll is higher, then the attack succeeds and the player can do damage. Otherwise, the attack fails and the monster damages the player instead. The damage is determined by the weapon, spell, or skill you just attacked with. It'll tell you which die to roll, but it's usually multiples of 4, 6, 10, or 20-sided dice. Don't forget to add your strength modifier onto the damage, as strength determines the damage from all weapons. After the damage has been completed and the player has used all of their attacks, they roll their initiative for the next round and can go get a snack and drink while they wait the standard amount of time between turns, usually about 30 to 45 minutes. And there you have it. Objectively, the easiest attack system of any tabletop role-playing RPG game out there. If you like what I do, feel free to go to my Ko-fi to leave me enough bus fare to get to the library so I can keep signing these books out to make more great content for you. I'm almost done the first chapter in the Player's Handbook, and I'm excited to see where the plot goes. Otherwise, please check out my other social medias. My new MySpace page is coming soon. I'm also always open to contact directly for instant messaging services via ICQ. And as always, don't forget